is a catalog or a collection of books, reference documents, papers, and various materials that are of professional, academic, operational, and research relevance to especially serving officers and men of the Ghana Army and the armed forces at large, and any other person who with the appropriate authority would need access to information of such military nature to be reached in one place in quick time, in soft nature, for use.
I remember one day Kras came to office, and then as usual he sent for me to have a discussion. The mornings we normally do that. So when we were done and I was leaving, he said, Charles, come. There's this thing that I was thinking about, that officers normally writing promise, and most of our documents are scattered. And but he even drew my attention to the time that he was writing promise. I was then writing lieutenant to captain and learning from them. I was part of their learning team, but they were writing from captain to major, and I was writing lieutenant to captain. So he said, look, whatever we discuss, step it down so that you can be at your level. But then I had not done YOS at the time, so it was a bit difficult even getting the material. So whatever they were reading, that I tried to read. So you see, we went through that kind of challenges. Years on, I became a general now, and still officers are going through these challenges. I think we need to have a one-stop shop where all these documents we put together for officers to be able to now have the attention, have the documents, have the materials to be able to read and pass the promex. So on that basis, he gave me a task that he wants us to come up with something like that and get it launched for officers. So he gave me about 2 months, and we started working, and thank God, I think we are about getting the process to the end.
Once you have personnel well educated, well trained, getting yourself abreast with new trends and making yourself relevant to modern trends of security, of provision of security. Once these are attained, it places the officer in a better stead to work for the realization of the goals of the Ghana Armed Forces within the national security architecture. So it works well in that aspect. It all started when I was the director of Army training, and I came to the realization that candidates preparing for promotion exam always had a challenge of assessing the necessary reading materials to prepare themselves. So I cultivated this idea of getting a e-library where it will become easier for officers to be able to get access to reading materials on their tablets, computers, telephones, and read anywhere. So today I'm happy that we've been able to realize this dream. As the Chief of the Army Staff, I decided to implement that. It's supposed to serve all military personnel, both serving and retired, provide the necessary reading facilities and material for them to abreast themselves with the current trends and theories so far as the military profession is concerned. You realize that our military exams encompass things like current affairs and so on and so forth. And so with the e-library, you keep updating, you do analysis, you can even ask officers to write papers, and then you place them over there for people to read them for knowledge, read them for understanding, and then also for educating themselves and their colleagues. The e-library has come to stay, and I will encourage all personnel who are authorized to go on the library, to use it to their advantage and to improve on their lot.